Hey guys, welcome back to the Game Replay. I'm Dave the Usher. The game we're playing is Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, for the Sony PlayStation 3. And here we are, in the overworld, looking upon the lands, the luscious lands and the mighty mountains. Alright, enough sightseeing. So it looks like we're supposed to go to Ding Dong Dell and check things out. Wonder what we're gonna be doing here. Big old castle kind of place. With a pinwheel. Let's see. I like the pinwheel. It adds flair. Yeah? Good stuff.
Looks to me like a classic case of broken-heartedness.
Broken-heartedness? You mean that thing you were talking about before?
That's right. The broken-hearted are people who've had part of their hearts stolen. Poor souls just aren't themselves. Go all weird and useless, they do.
So his heart was broken by...
Keep up, will you? Shadar, innit? If anyone tries to stand up to him or does anything he doesn't like, he breaks their hearts into pieces so they can't put up a fight.
Jeepers. But if he stays that way, we can't get into Ding Dong Dell.
Then you'd better cure him, ain't it, Ollie boy? It's time to mend your first broken heart. Mend it? But how do I do that? Well, you can't do it just yet. There's a couple of things we'll be needing first. But I know an old man who's got just what we need. Proper useful I am, eh? An old man? What old man? What do you mean, what old man? The old man, and it lives in the woods north of here. Proper deep and deeply dark it is. That's why they call it the Deep Dark Wood. Makes sense, I guess. So now, Oh my. What's going on? What is this guy doing? He's working out. Anyway, I thought we were going to go in here at first, and I thought we'd be kind of talking to the townspeople and this and that, but, that's nice, dear. You can kind of see him through there, too, but looks like we already kind of have an obstacle going on here. You know, he doesn't seem broken-hearted. He kind of just seems bored, or I don't know. Yes, very bored. As in, I hate my job. So anyway, if this guy's under this condition, why is he even reporting the work? Or what motivates him to come here? See, he looks tired too. Anyway, how you doing, buddy? And then this guy is kind of like the polar opposite. 1, 2, 1, 2. You want to enter the town, do you? Well, I'm afraid that's impossible at the moment. It's my colleague, you see. He's the one in charge of letting people in, but recently he's just been refusing to do it. He says he can't be bothered. Well, why don't you do it? What, you can't stand over here? Where's the lever? I'll pull it. Seriously, where's the lever? Yeah, anyway, look at all these poor bastards. They can't get in either. Well, let's check some of them out. What's going on here? They can't keep us all waiting like this. It doesn't look like any of us are going anywhere in the near future. I swear, that girl over there just keeps looking at me. I hope they keep us out here a little longer.
Hello.
What girl? Okay. I wonder why they're not letting anyone in. They've got to let us in. Mother will go spare if I'm late again. This is a disgrace. I've been here for hours. When are they gonna start letting people in? Mama, I need pee-pee. So hey, I don't understand. You need pee-pee? Like what? Like a beverage? Like I need milk? I need water? I need pee-pee. You need to go pee-pee? Someone needs to teach you how to learn how to talk there, kiddo. Oh dear, I do hope they let us in soon. I need to buy the ingredients for my husband's favorite dinner. Oh, what are those ingredients? Do they consist of pee-pee? Anyway, looks like we're heading back out, man. Back to the world map. Back to exploration. Deep dark wood and meet the old man of the woods. That's where we're going. So really, all you have to do is look for the star and head there. That's not what I wanted to show you. Okay, kind of an interesting little thing. I don't think I really went into the settings here, but, you know, you kind of have the difficulty, music, sound effects. You can see how I prefer my camera stuff. Dude, normal to me for camera up and down is not normal. It's inverted. Who's with me, man? I mean, it's been like that originally, pretty much, right? And then they started to change it. Right? Isn't that the history of this whole camera up-down thing? I swear to God, like in the old FFs, it was like when FF12 or something came about that like things started to change. Anyway, I wanted to show you this right here. Guiding star, toggle the map's destination marker on and off. Not sure about the mini-map rotation. I guess that's, yeah, just for rotation, I guess. Got the vibration on, by the way. Anyway, so if I turn that off, I think the star would disappear, and I'd be like, alright, where the hell do I go? Which is a little crazy, I think. I mean, it's like, which way? I have no idea. People might want to, you know, be hardcore and challenge themselves, and that's fine and all, but woof, I'm leaving it on. It'll be good for me. It'll make things better for everyone. Not just me, for you too. It'll make things better for us all. So anyway, are those bones, by the way? You see that? What are those? There's a lot of them. These look like big bones. Am I wrong? What are those? So let's see. Bum bum ba bum bum. It's kind of a cool area, you know. Seem like bones, but then they kind of stick out of the ground, so I don't know what's up with that. Oh. Wrong way, buddy. Let's see. Looks like they're not really good at keeping up pursuit. I think in here. Oh, look at that. Looks like kind of a cave down there. I wonder if... Who knows what will be accessible to us during this game. Guess we'll fight this guy. We'll do a battle. Alright, what's your story here, buddy? Kind of look really ridiculous, but, you know how it is with monsters and RPGs. They get really creative, don't they? Really creative. And odd. Yeah, I don't think those are like dinosaur bones anymore, but it's definitely something weird. I don't know. So through here? Camera angles are pretty good. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a monster over there. Okay, so there's like a forest thing. What was it? It's right here. The deep dark wood. Here you go. Alright, I'm suspecting creepy places, monsters, things lurking in the shadows. Look at that! It's a waystone! There's useful. A waystone? Yeah, man. They're these ancient stones, see? You can use them to store a record of your adventures so far. In wild places like forests and so on, you can't just plonk yourself on the nearest rock and write your story down. But why not? Why not, he says. Give me strength, man. Because they're crawling with horrible beasties, ain't it? They are? That sounds kind of scary. You'll get used to it, man. Just remember, you can't go recording your progress any old where. Allow me to explain a little more. Touch a waystone and your health and magic power will fully be restored. Not bad, eh? And that's not all, man. These little beauties also let you save your progress. A traveler's best friend they are. Which is why you should stop at every waystone you see and make good use of it. Better safe than sorry, ain't it? Sure, Mr. Drippy. Tidy! That's what I like to hear. Let's hope you're as good as your word. Righto! Next stop, the Old Man of the Woods. Well, thanks for that, buddy. We got like 2 things here, though. What is this? Look at that! There's useful. If you're lucky, you'll be able to use these one day. I think I understand. Something important, but yeah, we haven't covered it yet. So this is a waystone. HPMP restored. Hey, we know all about these magical little things scoured all over the world in countless RPGs. Save your progress now. By the way, the music is pretty intense. Very intense. Very hardcore. Who's with me on that? What the hell? What is gonna happen in here, by the way? Is something gonna go down? Fork in the road. Oop. He's going that way. I'm gonna go this way then. What are you doing, Mom? The old man of the woods is right nearby. Okay, I got you. Looks like this isn't a big area. I guess we're just supposed to meet this old man. So where is he? Where's the old man? Where's this dude?
Mr. Drippy! Wait for me!
Who goes there?
Jeepers.
Ollie boy, meet old Father Oak. How do, you a leafiness?
Oh, Drippy, it's you. And to what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, I got a visitor by here from another world, see? And what it is I was wondering if you might lend us a bit of a hand, like.
Oh, I should have known. You only ever come to see me when you are in need.
Sorry, you tall ship. You know I'm always very grateful.
This boy.
Ah, spotted it. Did you bark ship?
Well. The pure-hearted one. He who will drive out the darkness. And Drippy, you mean to...
That's right, your ancient ship. We're off to give Shadar a right royal hiding.
You? Why? As reckless as ever, I see. Very well. You shall have my aid. But first, we had better give the boy a familiar, had we not?
Oh, yeah. Clean forgot I did. He's right, Ollie boy. It might be a bit early, but I suppose we better teach you how to conjure up familiars, innit?
Familiars?
Yeah, familiars. You're in our world, you can magic up little fighting creatures from your heart, see? They're called familiars. Where we're going, the beasties are only gonna get bigger and meaner. So, you're gonna need a helping hand, or claw, or beak, or tentacle.
Can I really do it?
Well, there's only one way to find out. You want to help your mum, don't you?
Sure I do.
Well then, grab your wizard's companion and turn to the page marked Form Familiar.
But Mr. Drippy, there's no spell named Form Familiar here. You what? The boy is correct. Look at his wizard's companion. It would seem that it is missing more than a few of its pages. Really? Knickers! So does that mean I can't cast the spell? Ho 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 ho. I am not as powerless as all that, young man. Oliver, was it? Let me see now. Form familiar. Ah, yes. A gift from me to you, young Oliver. Thank you very much, old Father Oak. But simply possessing the page for a particular spell is no guarantee that you will be able to make use of it. Some spells are simply not meant for certain wizards. Such is life. Don't worry about that for now, Mon. Just give Form Familiar a go, will ya? Sure thing, Mr. Drippy. Woof. Okay, first of all, it's like a big tree with A duck face? Is it just me, or does that look like Daffy Duck, or Donald Duck, or Howard the Duck? It's a duck! It has a bill! Good God, that's terrifying. Anyway, Donald Duck is stuck in the tree, and now we have Form Familiar, and we can summon some stuff here. Alright.
What's this?
That's tidy work, Ollie boy. Look at that. A warrior from your very own heart. A familiar.
This is a familiar?
That's right. The fighting spirit inside you made flesh. A soldier of your soul.
And he can really help me fight? Huh? Ouch! That was a mean trick.
And the stronger you get, the harder he's gonna hit as well.
Wow.
So, this is a familiar, huh? And he'll be coming with us? Indeed he will, Ollie boy. The more the merrier, ain't it? Here, you'd better give this little fellow a name, eh? Okay, so I suppose... by the way, is it just me, or, like, are we all saying the same thing? Pokemon, anyone? Is this just reminding you of the Pokemon? I think it is. You know, what is it about these kinds of RPGs, you know, where you fight and capture creatures, and then you use the creatures, and they fight other creatures. It's that whole thing over there in Japan. It's such a huge thing. It's all they do. It's all they love. It's everything. It's their whole world, and it's absorbing everything else into it. It's like a black hole of Pokemon. Anyway, this thing's named is Mighty, and you can rename it, but, you know, I'm just gonna go with the flow and leave the names as is. Good stuff. Oliver, we cannot let you set off into the wild with only that withered wand in your hand. Let me give you some spells to aid you in battle. The first is the restorative incantation known as Healing Touch. Tidy! That's the most useful spell there is for a wandering adventurer. Cuts, bruises, sprains, gashes, all gone in a jiffy with Healing Touch. Gee, you make it sound like I'm gonna get hurt an awful lot, Mr. Trippy. Next, I give you the gift of the Blazing Inferno Fireball. Shoots a little ball of fire, that one does. Plant-based beasties flippin' hate fire, man. Even old Treeface here is scared of Fireball. Trippy, how dare you? You would never aim such a spell at me, would you, boy? Golly, of course not, old Father Oak. Now, boy, you can press the square button at any time to open your spells menu. While a spell like Healing Touch can be used at any time, Fireball is meant primarily for use in battle. That said, the most unexpected of spells can prove incomparably useful given the right set of circumstances. Novel problems call for novel solutions, after all. If you find yourself at something of a loss, I recommend that you go through your magical repertoire. You never know which spell might save the day.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Spoiling for a fight, is it? Better give him what he wants, Ollie boy.
Huh? But what do I do?
Just think what you want him to do and he'll do it. It's as easy as falling off a log, man.
Okay. Just think what I want him to do. Here goes. Let's do it!
Righto, Ollie boy! It's time to learn about fighting with familiars! First off, you've got to pick who's going to fight out of you and your little friend. We've gone to the trouble of making him, so we'd best give him a go, eh? Select him, will you? Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna select him, Mighty. Tidy! Now, let's send him into the fray, shall we? Oh yeah, see that circle in the top left there? That's your familiar's stamina gauge. What that does is it shows you how much longer he can fight for, see? The longer you keep him on the go, the shorter his stamina gauge will get. When it's empty, that means the poor lad's so tired he can't fight anymore. Tragic, eh? So before that happens, you have to call him back to you for a bit of rest like. Oh, and there's something else about familiars you should know. See this little mark by here? That's his sign. It's sort of like a star sign, except there's only 4 of them: sun, moon, star, and planet. And like star signs, different ones get on better. You can use that to help you in battle. Next, let's talk about tricks. They're proper powerful abilities, a bit like your spells. And just like spells, they cost MP to use. You can see the cost written next to them. But what you've got to remember is that you and your familiars share MP and HP. So if a familiar uses a trick or takes a big hit, it's your MP or HP that'll suffer. Crikey, this is a long old lesson, eh? Right. Let's finish with a top tip, shall we? Your familiar's stamina is always going down, so you'll need to swap with him regularly. You can do that anytime you like by pressing the L1, ain't it? Now I'm going to stop talking before I put us both to sleep. It's your turn to sing for your supper. Go on, boy. Bach! Okay, so now I'm controlling the little monster. Just kind of running around. Where's Ollie? I just kind of wanted to... Looks like when you send out a monster, you can't even see Ollie on the battlefield. Anyway, oh god, I'm probably running out of my stamina there, so I'm attacking. It looks like I used a special move called Cut Loose. Let's do a regular attack here. Yeah, there's I'm looking at it there, the little gauge, the yellow bar, it's running down. We'll finish that guy off. Finish him off before my stamina runs out. Actually, I kind of want to see what happens. Okay, so this is what happens. The stamina runs out, now it's charging back up. It says recharging. Oop. Do a little defending there. There we go. Alright, pretty easy. Pokemon, anyone? I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not really, I've played a couple. You might have seen me, you may not have seen me do a couple of the Pokemon walkthroughs. I don't know the whole thing though. I don't know much about it. So relate this to Pokemon however you want. Maybe there's improvements, maybe not as good, similarities. What do you guys think? How similar, how different? How much improved, or does it lack in some areas? Let me know. Leave a comment. So anyway, our little creature kind of looks like an orange head. Has reached level 2, stats going up, good stuff. Everything is gonna be okay. So now you know how to fight with a familiar, ain't it, Ollie boy? To be a true contender, you'll need to learn when to let your familiar loose and when to take control yourself. I'll do my best, Mr. Drippy. Oh, and when he's not fighting, the little fella can be found taking it easy in the creature cage. In the creature cage, you can shower your faithful familiars with delicious treats. There's all kinds of treats to choose from. Some will improve their abilities, and there's other ones that can even teach them new tricks. Tidy! Feed the little blighters enough of what they fancy, and the bonds of familiarity between you will grow, meaning you can boost their abilities even more. Careful not to stuff them too full of sweeties, though. They'll only end up getting full up. Adoration and moderation, that's the key. It's probably a lot to get your hands around, but just remember that the creature cage is where you look after your familiars, and take it from there, ain't it? The creature cage, got it. I promise to look after him real well, Mr. Drippy. Oh, I almost forgot. We had something we wanted to ask you, young Trunkness. There's a guard down in Ding Dong Dell, and he's broken-hearted, see? Broken-hearted, you say? Shadar's evil spreads still further. So, you will be needing... That we will, your Okatude. There's quick you are. You have still got it, ain't you? Ho 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 ho. Patience, young Drippy, of course I have. Let me see now. I know it's here somewhere. Crikey! You've not gone and lost it, have you? Lost it? The insolence. I put it away safely among my uppermost branches. It's just a little tangled up there, that's all. Ah, while I seek it out, I have a favor to ask of you. What? I did mention we're in a flippin' hurry, didn't I? We haven't got time to go. Mr. Drippy, we should help old Father Oak. He gave us those spells, didn't he? Ah, how very refreshing to meet such a responsible and honest young man. All right, I get the flippin' message. Go on, what is it you need us for? Well, it's the Guardian of the Woods, you see. The Guardian, eh? What's up with the old fellow? I am afraid he has become rather unruly of late, and he is neglecting his duties. Well, that's no good, is it? We'd better help you sort him out then, eh? The Guardian? He sounds kinda tough. Too right he is. He's way stronger than your average beastie. But you've got a familiar on your side now, Mon. You'll be fine. And besides, if you're going to take down Shadar, you can't back out of a bit like Guardian bashing now, can you? Okay, I'll do it. How very kind of you. The Guardian can be found in the deepest part of the wood, beyond the Whispering Waterfalls. I wish you luck. First spells, now familiars? You're turning into a proper wizard, ain't it, Ollie boy? I guess I am, huh? Now then, why don't you take a closer look at your new mate, eh? How do I do that, Mr. Drippy? It's a piece of cake, Mon. Now listen up. If you look in the main menu, you'll see Friends and Familiars. That's where you'll find all sorts of details about you and your familiar's abilities. It looks a bit complicated, and there are a fair few options kicking about in there, to be fair, but you'll soon get the hang of it, Mon. Now you're still new to this wizarding lark, so there's a limit to what you can do, ain't it? But keep fighting monsters and eventually you'll get stronger. We call that leveling up, see? You'll probably make some new mates before long and all, so be sure to take a closer look at them, like I showed you. You got it, Mr. Drippy. Tired? Yeah, I'm tired too. That was quite a bit of information to read. The beasties round here are nothing, man. They'll do for training like, but there's much worse to come. Much worse. Much worse. That just freaks you out, doesn't it? Oh my god. This big tree. It's crazy. Oh man, look at the view you can get on it. The Guardian of the Woods watches over this forest. Normally, he is a tranquil soul, but something has changed him. He is not himself. Oh boy! Well, let's go hunt him down. Let's go get a safe spot. So I guess we're gonna take the other fork in the road there, going back. Should probably look in our menu and kind of check out all that information we just learned about. I will soon enough. Very shortly. Let's just continue on here and open this treasure chest. Because it's here, and it has a loaf of bread in it, I think it said. A loaf of bread in a treasure chest in the middle of the woods. Sounds about right to me. So it looks like we're learning a lot more about the game, you know, how we're going to be playing, you know, the mechanics of fighting and this and that. Kind of interesting. It reminds me of a lot of other RPGs. I'd best warn you, Ollie boy, it's absolutely crawling with monsters beyond here. careful you don't get got before you even get to the Guardian, eh? I'll be fine, Mr. Drippy. I have a familiar to help me now. There's brave you are. Don't forget, though. If the going gets tough, don't be afraid to cast Healing Touch. I sure won't. And remember what old Treeface told you. The spells menu is a mere tap of a square button away. You should try to familiar yourself with the main menu, too, while you're at it. Don't worry, you're not going to break anything, no matter what you press. So have a good old poke around, ain't it? And when you learn new skills and that, new options will come up on the main menu. So keep your eyes peeled and make the most of your new toys. Jeepers, there's so much to remember. You'll soon get used to it all, Mon, no worries. Now past the Whispering Waterfalls and on to the Guardian of the Woods we go. Right, let's go help him get back to normal. Looks like there's a place to save. Good stuff. So what do you guys think? Let's look at the menu now. Woof. Okay, we have our bottomless bag, and here's our new stuff, Friends and Familiars, Creature Cage. I don't think I have anything real new in the bottomless bag here. So what say we check out Friends and Familiars? Okay, so that's select an ally, it says. That's me, Oliver. Okay, and we kind of can see what we can do with our equipment. We can see our abilities. Let's look through our equipment here. There's our old stick, and it looks like we can equip a couple of accessories on him, I see. Okay, all good stuff. You can see the stats, HP, MP. Look at that movement speed, attack speed. And then you got all the typical stuff. You know, experience the next level. But let's look at our little familiar monster thing here. Okay, the commands you can see right there. I see a blank one. Equipment. Look through that. Looks like he can equip a shield and an accessory. But he has a shield right there. He doesn't have a shield equipped, but he does have a shield equipped. Same with the sword. I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Once again, you know, it doesn't show HP, MP. Instead, look at that stamina. So it's kind of like stamina really plays a large role here with this kind of thing, you know? The bigger the stamina, the longer they can last in the battle. Interesting. I'm going to go back. Now I'm going to look at abilities for this guy here, Ollie. See, here's the new spells he knows. The Fireball, Healing Touch. Okay, now let's check out the spells for our little monster creature, and we can, you know, I'm just showing you this so we can all get familiar with it together. Okay, blank slot here. Oh, look at that. See that right there? You can kind of see when he'll be learning new spells as he levels up. So the next one, I guess, would be Sandblast. Looks like an attack, I would say. Level 5, he's at level 2. And I'm thinking when we learn, like, you know, new important spells, we kind of put him in the blank we put him in, like, the blank slots there. And we can mix and match. I've seen this in other video games. You know, they do it in the Pokemon video games. I've seen it in Enchanted Arms. Lufia 2. You know, Revenge or Return of the Sinistrals. Lufia 2. Miracle Move. Wonder what that'll do. Huh. Slash Dance. Didn't notice that. If you hit select, it's some sort of miracle move. Oh, look, for him, it's recommended. Equip recommended items. Oh, I see. Well, I don't really have any items. It'll just kind of give you the best of the best. I see. Interesting. So now, shall we go to the creature cage? Can't really select Oliver. I guess he's just there for show. And it looks like our monster is now on some sort of stage. Is there going to be a play? Are they going to put on a show for us? Anyway, so we're looking at... Yeah, don't look at me like that, buddy. We're looking at this dude. Looking at the bottom, you can see his attack, defense, magic attack, magic defense, accuracy, evasion. His fullness is empty, familiarity. You know, we're building that up, so I guess when you build that up all the way, you know, there's growth. And we have to feed him to have the fullness go up. Yeah? And improve stats. But right now I don't have treats, so I can't really demonstrate this fully, but I think we all get the gist of it, eh? Yeah, we saw that in our menu earlier when I was looking through everything. God, so many a lot of other things though that we haven't even come in contact with. So anyway, folks, I think that, you know, that kind of explains things. We kind of know where we're at, we kind of know where we're going, we kind of know what we're going to be doing, at least in the near future. But there is still a lot of stuff to explore. Anyway, guys, right now I am going to call it a wrap here. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. You know, leave me your comments, tell me what you think. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. I'm DavetheUsher for the Game Replay. Stay tuned for the next part of Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. I'll see you guys next time. I am out.